guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because we are trying a bunch of new things. Physicians Formula, MOIRA, NARS, KVD. Oh my goodness, there are so many sitting in front of me and I am really excited to try them out with you. Find out what works, find out what doesn't, see what things I would change. Before we jump into it, you guys, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications to new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look, what products I used, and how I used them, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, we have some new products. Physicians Formula just put out a whole bunch of new ones for spring and I'm definitely for it and I want to try them out. We do have a new eyeshadow palette. It's not new, it's just one that I recently picked up. So this is the McGrath Labs. It's the Mothership Divine Rose 2. The color story on this is absolutely stunning. And I'm so excited to play with the chromes or shimmers, whatever you want to call them. They are so beautiful. I want to swatch these and just see what it's all about, but the pinky mauve shades are absolutely after my own heart because those are the shades that I gravitate towards. Just looking at the things that I have on my table, I'm excited to try them out. Okay, now looking at these shades and the swatches are absolutely stunning. There's 2 matte shades in here. The rest are very much shimmers or satins, and boy do they perform. I'm so excited to see what they look like on the eyes. The third from the left on the top row, that shade I really want to play with, but there's also the second from the right on the bottom row, which is a multi-chrome, and I kind of want to play with that one. They're both very similar, but I like the shift that the second shade has. And then of course that super glittery champagne shade. You guys, these eyeshadows, I'm so excited. This one right here is a multi-chrome. This is the shimmer that I'm talking about, which, oh my goodness. This one right here, very similar to the multi-chrome, except there's that pink green shift to it. They're just stunning. Okay, so I think I have a way forward. I have my coffee this morning because we have plans and I didn't have a chance to drink it before I got ready, but I need it. It just tastes so good. Now, I think what I want to do, and of course I'm going to use the 2 matte shades in here, but I think I'm going to go with the multi-chrome because it is a lot of fun. And then we're going to use the champagne shade just in the inner corner to kind of give that sparkle. And I did not keep the packaging. I'm just going to point to the shades. I don't know their shade names. All right, I'm going to go into this peachy shade. This is going to go into the crease and the outer V just to give us our light shadowing. I mean, peach is good for spring, and the thing that we're going to go do this afternoon, because it's almost afternoon, we're going to meet up with Luke's sister and his nephew's in town. So we're all going to meet up in one of the breweries that is in the area. They also do coffee, which I guess I could have waited till 1 o'clock, but no one wants to wait that long for coffee. There's an Easter event going on. So we're going to go, and it's for the kids. So we're going to meet up, hang out, and then just do some early Easter festivities. And like next weekend is Easter, but by the time you see this, by the time it gets edited, it might already be past Easter. I have a lot of things that I've already like started to pre-record just because when I transfer, I know that we're going back to Michigan and I'm not trying to, well, doing everything that we need to do there, try and edit or, well, film. I don't need to edit. That's what my editor does. And that has been a huge relief having someone else edit. But for Easter, Luke is on duty that weekend. So I think some of my girlfriends and I are gonna go do something at one of the local breweries here. And then I have some friends in the area that also wanna do something Easter Day. I like that peachy shade, it's really pretty. And I'm gonna go into this purpley shade. This one I'm gonna go in on my compacted smudge brush, just so it's more intense. But I had purchased this palette and it was sitting in my makeup drawer and I completely forgot about it. I meant to film with it a couple weeks ago. I wanna say it's been out for like a couple months, but it was on sale. It was like a deal with the original Divine Rose. It was a deal where I got 2 of them for the price of 1 and I was like, Can I justify that? Probably not, but I did it. And I do like Pat McGrath palettes. They have some beautiful shades in them. I think I'm gonna have to go on the edge of this purpley shade and add some of that peach back in. Let me know if there's any content you guys want to see that I haven't been doing. I know I've been stepping my game up with my Shop My Stashes. Let me know if you guys are liking those. If you like the fact that I pick a theme as to what my Shop My Stash is going to be. Like, I just did the date night one for Luke's birthday. I did the formal night Shop My Stash because I don't like trying new things and then going to like big events. I feel like that could lead to catastrophe at that point. So I feel like if it's a little bit more themed, or I don't know, I know I need to shop my stash on a couple other things like the neon palettes. It's almost time for that. I really want to use those. I really like the purpley shade. I am going to go back into the peach a little bit, not too much, and just on the edge ever so slightly, just kind of put the peach back in there. And you guys, I'm talking about Easter. Yesterday it was 70 degrees and windy, and today it's 50. I don't know what Mother Nature is doing, but this warm weather that she keeps hinting at, I would like for it to stay for a little bit longer than one day. Anyone else feel the same way? Let me know. I mean, I think I've had friends who are like, it's supposed to snow, and they're up north, and I was like, it's April now, actually. I'm gonna go into this multi-chrome shade. This one is After My Heartstrings. It looks stunning. Look at that. Do you guys see the shift? Like, I don't know if it's coming up on camera, how it is in person. I'm taking it in quite a bit, but I do still want to use that champagne shade. And now into this beautiful champagne shade that just looks like all glitter, all the sparkle. Look at that. Ooh, that picked up. I really hope this works. So you got the glitter shimmer right here in the inner corner, and then the multi-chrome. I am loving this palette. Okay, while I was finishing up this eye, I also did my base products. I do have concealer, bronzer, and some other things. But I know I talked about this in a previous video and I didn't use it then. This is the Glossier Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid. This was like a deluxe sample from Sephora that I received. I really like it. And I'll wear it on cold days, but not warm days because I get oily anyways. Now, I do have a liquid bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is AFTERGLOW. They just released this along with a liquid highlighter. And then I also have the Butter Contour Bronzer Palette. So I do want to use the contour that's in here, but I want to try this before I powder my face. And also I have a new concealer. So I think I'm going to try it on my forehead and like right through here in my temples. And then I have a powder contour. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand and just kind of warm it up, I guess. Puff the sponge first and see. Oh, this makes me nervous. This is why I don't use a lot of cream products. Ooh, it smells so good. I was like, what is that scent? Physicians Formula does scent their products, and I'm all for it. I love the scent of their stuff. Their butter bronzer, their holy grail, like everyone's cult classic. When I first started my channel, that smells phenomenal. All right, so this is just a little dollop. You saw how much I put down on my hand, and it's not too intense. I'm seeing a little bit of color. Maybe if you just want like that bronzy glow in the summer when you're going to like the beach or whatever, this might be beautiful. I mean, I still need to set with powder. I still need to try out the concealer, but I am just gonna get my cheeks a little bit. It's glowy. I mean, it's in the name. On my hand, which is kind of pale, it's not too bad. And then for concealer, I have the KVD Good Apple. They sent me shade Light 111 in my subscription box. So I already did my March subscription unboxing for BoxyCharm. I didn't think I was receiving a Ipsy box, and I talk about it in that video. But then I get an email after I recorded the video saying, hey, it's gonna be delayed. And I was like, oh shoot. And then I received it the next day. I was like, what's done is done. So I just unboxed Ipsy off camera. This one I got to choose my shade, and then I am going to set it with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting and Baking Powder. It's something along those lines. Okay, that's what it looks like. I'm gonna do one eye, then do the next one, because I don't know how quickly it dries down. I really hope that's not too much. This is kind of pale. Hopefully it blends out to something I can use. If I remember correctly, I did not like the Good Apple foundation. That one got decluttered. It blended out nicely. Nothing too crazy. You never know. Sometimes concealers can be light and they don't blend out at all. You know, don't go in too heavy-handed with it. I also think I could have gone up a darker shade, but I think light 111 was the only one I had available to me in the lighter shades. The rest of them would all be like contour, bronzer. The under eye doesn't look horrible. Okay, now we need to finish off the under eye. And I feel like we're just gonna stick with the same matte shades I used before. All right, I'm gonna go into this peachy shade, put this the entire length under the eye. Now I'm gonna go into this purple shade, and this is just gonna go just a quarter of the way in. Really like how my eyes are turning out. Now, so I used the cream bronzer from Physicians Formula. Now we have the powder bronzer contour palette, which this I'm sure smells delicious. It does. It smells like the butter bronzer that you get, just the whole thing of it. But there is a lighter shade for contour. So I'm gonna try this one out. Ooh, I really like that. I've been needing a new powder contour and I just haven't repurchased my Kevyn Aucoin. I have been using the Milk Makeup Sculpt Stick, which is cream, and I've been really liking that one too. And now I'm gonna go into the bronzer. This is kind of like powdery and dusty. I don't remember them like having such big kick up. Whatever. I don't think this is the original like bronzer shade, and that's literally the name of it, is bronzer. And then they came out with like dark bronzer and medium bronzer and a whole bunch of different shades. It doesn't say what the shade name is. It just says butter bronzer. And then this is supposed to be like under eye, like illuminator, but it's matte. I do think this is darker than the original like butter bronzer though. So this is a nice little like palette. I'm gonna use my powder brush and I'm gonna try this light shade. I don't know that I need more brightening underneath my eye. Now they also released the Strawberry Jam blush. First off, I love the packaging. It's so cute. There is a little like brush that's in here. I never keep them. I just don't use them. There is also a little mirror in there. That smells delicious. There is some glitter in here. I may have gotten way too much. Oh, there is such a thing as heavy-handed. I'm really good at it. You guys, my allergies have been off the chain. The trees are like, oh, it's warming up. Let me spit out all the pollen. And then it's all of a sudden really cold and you don't get any pollen. My allergies have been so all over the place. If you hear me sniffling, it's allergies. I even take allergy medicine, but it doesn't matter. The pollen is attacking. Ooh, it's just like a berry flush. I'm just tapping in. It is a cute blush. But if you do not blend it properly, you are just gonna have bright pink dots. The makeup smells so good. It smells like you're on a tropical beach. I love the scent of Physicians Formula. The strawberries are starting to like rub off, so I feel like the blush might be a little bit lighter the next time I use it. And then we have liquid highlighter, which I'm nervous for because I did already powder, but I want to see how it looks. Ooh, this looks pretty. Okay, this looks so pretty. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. Oh no. Be careful when opening it. With the bronzer, I had it resting on its side. And I think I had this one sitting upright. Don't do that. Let it rest on its side because otherwise it will just explode all over you and make a mess. This is so pretty though. Ooh, I'm gonna go in so lightly. So this finger had no product on it. I'm just gonna tap it in. Ooh, that is stunning. Just on the high points. I'm gonna use the damp sponge and see if I can get it to like set in a little bit more. So on this part of the sponge where it doesn't really see a lot of product, I'm just gonna use what's still damp to press it in. Now is when I wish it was warm enough to have my shoulders out because I would have like rubbed that in to just kind of glisten in the sun, but it is cold. All right, I need to do brows, liner, mascara, and I will be back for lips and setting spray. So one thing while I was doing my liner and mascara that I realized I forgot was inner corner and brow bone. Thankfully, in this palette, there's a shade. So I'm gonna use this light shade right here for the inner corner and brow bone. And it looks like it has like a pinky hue to it, which is really pretty. Thankfully it doesn't have like big chunks of glitter for it to go into my brows. That would be unfortunate. Now, we need setting spray. I picked up the Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray from MOIRA. This is supposed to mattify and be long lasting. It's like a milky white shade. All right. There is a light scent to it and it's really nice. Just press it in. And even though it's got mattify on it, my highlighter still looks really nice. Now, these two are brand new from NARS. They're the Afterglow Sensual Shine Lipstick. I have the shades Dolce Vita, which is the darker of the two. And then I also picked up the shade Orgasm, which is just after the cult favorite Orgasm Blush. Now, let's see. I will go ahead and swatch that right here. This one is Orgasm. Ooh, I feel like this is definitely like a spring shade. And then this one is Dolce Vita. Ooh, I want to use Dolce Vita today. This one I'm gonna save for spring. But I feel like I need a lip liner. So we'll grab the Pillow Talk Lip Cheat from Charlotte Tilbury. I can't speak today. It looks like it's similar. I feel like I keep reaching for the same lip liners. Like I know which ones I like the most. Let me know your favorites down below because if they're not in my collection, I'm interested in trying them out. And what the shade names are. Which ones do you reach for the most? All right, now Dolce Vita, what was it? The Afterglow Sensual Shine Lipstick. That is really pretty. Really, really pretty. I feel like without a lip liner, it would be more sheer. So if you want it more sheer without a lip liner, if you want it to just be a little more defined with a lip liner. Okay, you guys, I'm back and this is the final look. I have some thoughts. The eyeshadow palette, absolutely stunning. This color story, I am absolutely in love with. We'll definitely be reaching for this some more, especially like the peachy and the purple. Oh, those are so stunning. I want to play with the other shimmers, the other shades that are in here. It is a beautiful palette. Now, let's see. Let's talk about this concealer. Let's assess the under eye. It actually looks really nice. I think I probably could go up a shade for underneath the eye. Granted, it was something that I received in my subscription box, so I was limited to the shades that they had available. I think it blended out nicely. I don't know that I would go this light, but I It's not bad. I really like it. I did not, however, like the foundation that I got in one of my subscription boxes, but this will probably stay in my collection for a little bit. I can't avoid the creasy under eyes. That just comes with age, and I'm 38. So I will keep using this. I do want to try it out with other foundations, primers, concealers, or not concealers, setting powders, you know, those things. The Physicians Formula. I really like the cream products. The bronzer I think is a little too light for me, so I might pass this on to a friend. I did like the subtle glow that it had, which is nice. I might be able to use this like under my foundation and see if I could like change the shade a little bit, but I do like it, as well as the highlighter. Now, I think it blended out really nicely. It just gives a subtle glow. I might try a different way of applying it because I feel like with my finger it applied way too much, but maybe a dampened sponge would distribute it just more ethereal. I don't know, we'll see. I'll keep playing with it, but so far I like these two from Physicians Formula. The Contour Butter Bronzer Contour Palette. I really like this. I didn't see other shades in it, but the contour itself was just cool toned enough that it gave me some shadowing. And then the bronzer is a little bit darker than the cream bronzer in the original Butter Bronzer that I have. So I feel like this is something I'm gonna be reaching for a lot, especially as the summer months actually start approaching and the weather comes with it. But I've always liked Physician Formula's bronzers, so this is definitely going to be one of those staples this summer. And the blush, really like how just kind of like the flush of pink, if that makes sense. I don't know how I feel about the like strawberries in here and they're starting to disappear. Is the shade gonna get lighter because the strawberries are gone? I'm interested to see, but you guys, it smells phenomenal too. I really like the scent of Butter or a Physician Formula's makeup. The MOIRA Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. I'll have to update you guys in the drop down box. This is the first time I'm using it, but I was so impressed with their stuff that I picked up during December, January months that I wanted to try more things in their line. I do have another order that's supposed to be coming that has like their concealer and a couple other things. I don't remember what I ordered, but I know I have some more things coming from them. And then the NARS lipstick. It's so small. The font is so tiny. I really like how my lips feel right now. They're just kind of like slippy and shiny. I mean, it's not gonna dry down. That's okay with me. But I like how my lips look. With a lip liner, I'm interested to see like how it looks without a lip liner. I do like NARS lip products that I've used in the past, so I'm interested to see if I enjoy these just as much and how long they last. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know the products that you wanna pick up, which ones you didn't like or have tried, and I'm interested to see what you have to say. Before you leave, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.